Back to GoldenEye 007 where we're making our way through Secret Agent difficulty. As said last time, the electric going out lost my footage of Silo through Bunker 2, so we're starting with Statue where the objectives are all the same. If I'm remembering this right, I'd also spent half an hour to an hour trying this level back then, which was lost too. Thing is, there's a cheat to unlock by beating this level quick, so I'm rushing for that as well. I meet Valentin, then Trevelyan, then get stuck in the maze like a dickhead instead of going around it, and quit. Then the extra damage on this difficulty gets me destroyed by the Janus Goon shotgun while heading to the helicopter. This happened quite a lot in the lost footage. It's even worse when you get killed just before you pick up the flight recorder. But I managed to get it on the next try and beat the level again. Sadly the target for the cheat was 3 minutes 15 seconds and I took a full minute longer, so back in I go. The worst part is waiting for Valentin to shoot his gob so I can get moving. I once tried running off as soon as he starts talking, but that pisses him off and fails for level 2. After thinking I'd done really well, I get killed looking for the flight recorder again and find I was still over the target, so I decide to just leave it for now and get it later. The only new objective for Archives is recovering the helicopter black box. Losing 3/4 of my health trying to leave the first room isn't a good start. Did I say 3/4? I meant dying because the endless enemies would get me during my reloading. Twice. Third time I managed to leave the room losing only 95% of my health. Thankfully there's a body armor not far away, but I still get killed before I find Natalia. Fourth try, I very slowly inch my way through the level being incredibly careful, and this time I find Natalia and nearly kill her myself trying to shoot the guard behind her. As for that black box, remember that optional conversation with Mishkin for a safe key? Well, we gotta do it this time. I didn't do it this time, but you can still kill him with no punishment as long as he gives you that safe key first. And I blast through those windows and escape again. 12 minutes 10 seconds. That's ridiculous. As for streets, the only new mission is to contact Valentin again, so I have to go into the first alley I find in the level. Valentin is in one of the houses and puts in a call for his men to stall Oromov's car, which adds another 5 minutes to the timer. Then it's just a case of running for that exit again, which isn't so simple when you turn a corner and get blown up. Second time I take the tank, it doesn't keep me alive. Maybe I can sidestep my way through that street? Nope. Then one notices me hiding around the corner and gets me. Then I decide, fuck it, I'll just run and gun through him. I can take him. I actually can't. I do manage it next time though. That was just over half an hour. 3 new objectives for Depot. I have to destroy the computer network, obtain another safe key, and use it to recover the helicopter blueprints. For that first one I have to turn left here and into this warehouse where an enemy behind me shoots me and boosts me right into view of everyone, so I leave for a bit and clear out everyone coming from behind. I go back in and sadly get killed by the drone gun up in the corner. Since that time I died trying to carefully peek around the corner, I figure maybe I can run in and destroy everything and run out before the drone kills me. I can't. You'd think I'd learn by now. That's why I try it again. I do manage to destroy the mainframes, but I get stuck against a wall and die again. Then I decide to raid a warehouse a little further on for some mines and a rocket launcher. I fire at the drone to catch it in the explosion, but its shots hit me first and kill me. Next try I go all the way to the end of the level and back to take out every single enemy so none can sneak up on me. The 10 minutes running back and forth turns out to be wasted as they eventually chip away all my health. Then I just try rocketing the middle of the room hoping to catch everything in the explosion. One mainframe remains so I just plant a mine on it and shoot it, finally accomplishing objective A. Now for that safe key. It's in this room but I still can't get the timing on that drone so I just run out hoping to pick up the key but it doesn't work out. I complete that objective again but get killed looking for some body armor to wear while dealing with that drone, so that goes on for a while. So let's skip to another 20 minutes later where I finally kill my greatest nemesis and pick up that safe key. The safe with the blueprints are very close to the end of the level and I finally beat it. Now I need to cut 28 seconds off that final time, so just a case of playing better. There's nothing else to say about this level and my struggles, so I'll just say it took another 30 minutes and I managed it at 3 seconds under the target. This unlocks the slow animation cheat. Time for train, where the new objective is to locate Janus' secret base. What this means is that apart from the stronger enemies, the level is basically the same until I reach the final car. But it's getting to that final car that's the hard part. I get killed a lot here. Worse is when you get towards the end and remember that guy who shows up from behind I mentioned last time? Well, he's the most frustrating part, because there will be a time when you're so fed up with dying you forget about him and he gets the killing shot. You're waiting for an enemy to come around that corner? Guess who you just forgot about, arsehole? Half an hour in, I make it to the second to last car and get killed. This difficulty has reignited my old hatred to this level. I get back to my killer and avenge myself and finally make it to that last car. I kill Oromov again and get to lasering away at that floor. But this is where that new objective comes in. Natalia now has a minute to track Boris's files to find the Janus base. She finds out it's in Cuba with 26 seconds left and we escape. Now that was frustrating enough, but it's only going to get worse next time. For Jungle, the only new thing is to blow up an ammo dump. The level goes fine. That is, until I was firing at an enemy and Natalia decides to just walk in front of my fire and die. Thanks mate. But apart from that, can't miss the ammo dump and I blow it up. Then I escape. Only 2 tries this time, nice change. Now for some misery, we're back at Control. No new objectives, but they make up for it with something heinous. So I leave the lift and immediately get shot to shit. Not only did they plant a drone to fire at you right as you leave the lift, but there's also 2 more just in this tiny first room ready to make you pay for going around corners. As you can imagine, I die a lot here too. Let's just skip to 18 minutes and many deaths in the future, where I finally take out all 3 drones for the first time. I'd rather not spend too long talking about a repeated level, especially after the last part of this episode. It was hell to edit at that length. You see how much health I have at the beginning of the next room? I don't fancy my chances here. Despite that, I make it to the control room, destroy all the mainframes in it, and get the hidden body armor, enter that side room with one mainframe, discover there's 4 drones in there now, get shot into the corner and mutilated. I make it back there on my next try and manage to take out the mainframes and all the drones. However, Natalia whips out and decides to die from all those bullet holes seconds before the same happens to me, while I'm trying to pause to quit the level, I might add. Oh yeah, this one has an unlockable cheat too, for finishing in under 10 minutes. Might seem generous, but most of that time will be spent hiding around corners from the drones. So imagine me either being killed in the first room or losing Natalia for about 2 hours straight. But when she finally decides to live and ruin GoldenEye's orbit, I'm pumped. I've just got that one mainframe left to destroy, then bucket for the exit and hope I did it in time. Eh? You what? She nearly fucking died during that. I watched it again and got no failure for that objective, and I was half a minute below the fucking target. I'm not happy. That's not happening again right away. Now I'm being killed and dashed to the exit while way under the target, or I'm watching my wasted space sidekick get killed again. Did someone at Rare hate her? She was fine in the film, why did they make her so worthless here? You know what, fuck it, I got annoyed at this level already last episode. How long did it take before I finally beat it? About 3.5 hours, which I would just like to add is about half an hour less than it took me to beat the entire game on Agent. I even checked before exiting that Natalia didn't drop dead out of nowhere. I beat the target too and unlock infinite ammo. At least that's a worthy cheat for what I went through. Cavern now, and I actually have to do things now. I have to destroy the inlet and outlet pump controls and the master control console while still minimising scientist casualties. A common thing with this level is once again the first group of enemies taking out a good chunk of my health, usually by sneaking some shots in while I'm reloading. Thing is, I don't actually know where these controls are, so I just blow up things and hope an objective gets completed. Problem is, some scientists just want to stare at the explosions and watch as they get engulfed. Like, I want to blow up this computer, but the scientist just stands there like a lemon with his hands in the air in range of the explosion. Eventually I do blow up every computer here and accomplish objective A. However, when I get up the next floor and check the back room, I get my ass kicked. I escape, but a guy on the stairs outside finishes me off. Next time I get pinned in the corner outside that room and destroyed. Then killed as that room's door opens. I still haven't figured out where the other controls are yet. I'm just trying to clear out the area so I can search in peace. Let's skip to over 10 minutes later. I manage to take out everyone and blow up the computer in the back that accomplishes objective C. I also destroy a radio and get told I can't contact Jack Wade, a character from the film who doesn't make an appearance in the game outside contacting him on that radio. As I said, I rewatched the film after I recorded the game, so was just like, who? Next I finally check out that room with the drone. However, I foolishly forget the lockers are also explosive and die when the enemy blows them up on me. Okay, this time, no. Right, this time I'm certain I've taken everyone out. No more sneak attacks, I hope. I blow up all the computers here and complete objective B. Now just to finish the level. Turns out someone stuck a drone in that last corridor. It also spawns some enemies behind me, and while I turn to take them out, someone kills me from behind. Then I'm dying earlier than I ever have in this level. It's only 5 minutes later I make it back to that point where I try to mine the drones, but get caught in the closing doors and killed. Another 27 minutes and I'm back again. I don't have time to cycle through my weapons when these guys spawn behind me, so I go in the pause menu. Those pricks kill me while I'm in the unpausing animation. 50 minutes later. No. However, next time I destroy those drones and shut that door behind me that those guys come from to slow down potential others. Then it's just taking out those last guys and entering the lift. 3 hours 10 minutes that one, not as long as Control, but it felt longer. Time for Cradle. No new objectives, just gotta do the same level again but harder. Not much really to say here, it's the same level but harder. My first time goes horrendously though. I get massacred by the first group of enemies, twice. I actually make it past them the next time but get into a corner after blowing up the control console and killed as soon as I leave the building. This is a common thing, going for the door but yet more sneaky fuckers show up behind me and chip away at me. That's really the hardest part of the level. Chasing Trevelyan is difficult, but at this point most of the enemies are more spread out and not all converging on me at once. It still doesn't keep me from dying, mind you. The hardest part of the chase is Trevelyan going up here, because now you're just opening yourself up to fire from every direction. Next time I safely got to the top and taken everyone else out so I can get some good shots in, but when it goes back down, one new guy kills me. It doesn't take as long as the last two though. 40 minutes of trying and I finally get him to run for that tiny platform. With no health left I might add. I drop down and shit. 20 minutes later, I actually get him. I watch him fall again, Bond catches onto the helicopter, and the credits. For beating every level on Secret Agent, I unlock a new level, Aztec. Never played this level before. I pick Agent first and I have to reprogram my shuttle guidance and then launch the shuttle. This bonus level is based on Moonraker, which I haven't seen so I have no idea what this is about. I know their spaceship. Right away I get most of my health taken by the first 3 enemies and don't notice the grenade dropped by the last one I killed. I have a good feeling about this one. I find the secret wall, kill the 3 guys waiting for me behind it, walk out and have one guy shoot up from his corner to kill me. Next time I just run out and kill them. I go through the hidden door in the back into this computer room and kill everyone inside. I can see a computer in the back but I can't actually get to it. I need a security card to get through the door. I head into these weirdly shaped corridors and take out the first guard. Around the corner I see the guards are completely unaware of me killing the guy next to them with a loud machine gun. Then in the next room the ceiling opens, revealing the shuttle, and then everything explodes for seemingly no reason. Turns out there's a secret passage behind the computer's venom is in them. These are the guys that blew them up. So I go in and carefully make my way around. Very narrowly avoid being killed by a drone, but I end up in a good spot where it can't shoot me but I can shoot it. Right around the corner I find myself a much appreciated body armour. I kill one more guy around the corner and pick up his Moonraker laser, although no prompt is shown on screen and I don't realise. I step out the other side and go right back in when I find they have another drone aimed right at the exit. Since I can't get a good look without being shot, I just run out and take the damage while I look for a better hiding spot. I also find there's actually two waiting for me. I take the first one out and try climbing this ladder behind me. Maybe I'm supposed to go this way. I get most of my health lasered away and find a computer that closes the exhaust bay. On the way back I destroy the other drone and try to take out these laser guys. Some new guys take out all the rest of my health, but I manage to kill them and the two in the back. But then I'm killed by yet another drone I didn't notice. Next time, same thing. Next time I finally discover I picked up that laser. I like it. I mean, unlimited ammo. No more having people take me out while I'm reloading. Take out both these arsehole drones and discover the mainframe that controls the shuttle launch. Can't use it yet though. So I go in through this next hidden passage. I kill this guy all stealthily. I can turn around to find Jaws and another guy were watching me the whole time. I kill the other guy, but Jaws has two machine guns and I have barely any health, so you can guess how this goes. Oh, never mind, I kill him. On my first try too. I pick up the smart card to get into that computer and get killed from behind on my way back. I guess Jaws was lulling me into a false sense of security because now he isn't taking any of my shit. Guy's a monster. Kill one guy and have him run around the corner, shoot me once and run off. So I stand still shooting it where he's going to come back through any second now, only to discover he ran around the other side and he kills me again. See, the way he works is that for the first few shots, he doesn't take hit stun, letting him fire at me at the same time. Once you've got the first few shots in, you can gun him down, but the hard part is having enough health at that point to do that and survive. Dying after that point is always painful. Next time I kill him and make my way back. I open that door, get shot by a newly spawned enemy, take him out, turn back around and kill two guys who follow me back, then get killed by another guy from that room. Okay, 2 more tries later and I'm back there. I go through the door and pick up the DAT. Sadly I don't leave the room with it. Let's try that again. I have a complete brain fart, check around in Jaws' area again and get myself killed. Next time I forgot to close the exhaust bay, preventing me from getting back to the room with the DAT, and I get shot off a ladder when I go back to close it. Now let's try with some competence. I initiated the shuttle launch and know that thing I said about competence? Well, forget it. I think I have to escape or something thanks to the timer, so I go back in Jaws' area only for the game to tell me, open the exhaust bay, dickhead. I don't beat it this time. In my defence, I had been playing for hours and it was the early hours of the morning. On my next try, I actually do it right and open the exhaust bay to let the shuttle out. I think I'm safe, but very nearly get killed by one remaining enemy. The shuttle launches and I realise that those couple of hours I spent on that I now have to repeat on a higher difficulty. I get killed in the first room. Oh, and there's a cheat to unlock by finishing in under 9 minutes. Great. Do I need to go through this again? The objectives are unchanged, so can I just say that it took me about 3 hours 40 minutes to beat, and I missed the cheat by 9 seconds. And it takes me another 25 minutes to beat it again, but this time I beat the target by 39 seconds and unlock double lasers. I could have left it there for this episode, but I decided to go on and get some 00 agent levels done. I already did damn last time, so next is... No. I know about 00 agent facility. Next time. So runway. Now I also have to destroy the heavy gun emplacements. After a lot of looking for them and running over many men with a tank to let out my frustrations with the last level, I find them at the very end, but get killed. I died. On runway. I'm not embarrassing myself this time. I take them all out and then die running for the plane. Okay, this time I'm not embarrassing myself. Then I decide maybe I'll give facility a try for some self-punishing reason. It goes as well as you'd expect. So surface 1 again. Objectives are the same. Subnob kills me. Then I beat it with little trouble on the next try. Now that's what I like to see. New objectives to Bunker 1, but I decide, nah, I'm skipping to Surface 2 while the layout is fresh in my mind. I now also have to disrupt all surveillance equipment and disable the Spetsnaz support aircraft. If you remember, I did that last one on Agent when I didn't need to. So I start blowing up cameras while doing the usual stuff for the comms room. Of course I failed to get it done on my first try and also discovered I had a 4-minute 15-second target to beat too. So a few tries later I blow up that last camera after taking out the comms link, blow up the helicopter, get myself arrested and even beat the time by 26 seconds, unlocking Tiny Bond. Then I decide to move on to Statue, because the objectives are still unchanged and I think I can take it. You know, because of my impressive 40 minutes of trying on the previous difficulty. So I was skimming through my footage and forgot all about my attempts to deal with the boredom of Valentine's meeting and get confronted with this. Just about shit myself. Remember how strong the Yana soldiers' shotguns became on Secret Agent? Yeah, I have no chance. 15 minutes later and please Valentine talk quick, I'll do anything. Worst part was when I set off like a second too early and you got fed up and failed the level for me. But after about 40 minutes, I give in. That's it for this episode. Next time, we will be finishing GoldenEye 007. I know this because I have up to episode 9 recorded, so I should know. These higher difficulties will not be affecting the ranking of this game, for despite how unfun some of these levels have been on Secret Agent, if the default difficulty was enjoyable, that's all that matters. Until I play a game where the hard difficulty does affect the ranking, because I can change the rules because it's my fucking show, but now I'm just rambling and